assignment?
Yes, I just done it yesterday.
Can I copy it?
No, because it will be the plagiarism.
Oh, what is plagiarism?
Plagiarism occurs when one writer attempts to pass off another writer's work as their own. But that's not all plagiarism is. Plagiarism also occurs when a writer references another work in their own writing. Did you know plagiarism has 5 common types of plagiarism?
What is it?
First is complete plagiarism. Second is direct plagiarism. Third is paraphrasing plagiarism. Fourth is self-plagiarism. And fifth is patchwork plagiarism.
Oh, so there are I searched it on the internet and I found the consequences of plagiarism, which is plagiarism can lead to several consequences, including academic penalties, damage to one's reputation, and legal consequences in certain cases. Moreover, it hampers the development of critical thinking and research skill among students. Do you know that plagiarism and academic integrity are connected?
Really?
Yeah. Academic integrity is being responsible, fair, courteous, and honest in your academic work and studies. Is what is meant by academic integrity. It entails putting their ideas into practice, both when working on your own project and interacting with other people contribution. Both faculty and students are expected to uphold these ideals. A collection of beliefs and behaviors known as academic integrity calls on us to behave with accountability, fairness, honesty, respect, and trust. It entails acting with integrity as a member of a community, having the guts to make the correct choices, and approaching your education, research, and professional life with an ethical mindset. Academic integrity is about your character and behavior when it counts. Do you know why academic integrity is important?
No.
Academic integrity is very important in the field of study because academic integrity is the fount of a fair and honest learning environment. Maintaining academic integrity is crucial for several reasons. Number one, it promotes genuine learning. Academic integrity encourages students to engage in authentic learning, developing their critical thinking, research, and problem-solving skills. When students produce original work, they gain deeper understanding of the subject matter and build a solid foundation for future learning. Number two, it ensures fairness and equity. Academic integrity ensures that all students are evaluated based on their own effort and merits, creating a level playing field. It prevents individuals from gaining an unfair advantage through dishonest means, upholding the principles of equity and justice. That's it. That's what I found on the internet about academic integrity.
Oh, but did you know what ethical we considered during surrounding plagiarism?
What is it?
First is theft of intellectual property. Plagiarism is the theft of another person's intellectual property. Intellectual property is the creation of the mind, such as invention, literary and artistic work, and designs. It is protected by law, and plagiarizing someone's intellectual property is a violation of their rights. Second is damage to reputation. Plagiarism can damage the reputation of the persons who plagiarizes and the person whose work is plagiarized. The plagiarizer may be seen as dishonest and untrustworthy, while the person whose work was plagiarized may be seen as less creative or original. And the third is harm to the academic community. Plagiarism undermines the integrity of the academic community. It undermines trust between student and faculty, and it can make it difficult to assess the true value of scholarly work. And the fourth is damage to the public. Plagiarism can damage the public when it occurs in professional or public setting. For example, a journalist will plagiarize an article may mislead the public about important news event, and a scientist who plagiarize research finding may jeopardize public safety. In addition to this ethical consideration, plagiarism can also have legal consequences. In some cases, plagiarism can be considered copyright infringement, which can lead to fine or even imprisonment. That's what I find in the book.
Oh. Do you found anything about ethics in education?
What it is?
According to Hutchins in 2016, it is critical to evaluate structural changes. Teachers should obtain ethics training and participate in mentoring program covering ethical concerns. They contribute to teachers' professional growth by helping them revisit professional ethical ideas while applying them in the classroom. Educators will avoid falling into the trap of misconduct and event that could jeopardize their career and image. But as the concept of professional ethics has been implemented in the education field, it has become as important as teaching and learning as content and pedagogy, and given this, its impact would be transformative. Number one, ethical responsibility of educators. Educators have a moral obligation to nurture the intellectual and moral development of their students. This involves teaching not only academic skills but also ethical values such as honesty, integrity, and responsibility to the students. This is according to National Education Association. There are two principles that educators must follow. Number one, the commitment to the students. The educator work hard to help each student realize his or her full potential as contributing member of a society. As a result, the educator seek to foster the spirit of inquiry, to accumulate of knowledge and understanding, and the deliberate articulation of worthy goals. Number two, the commitment to the profession, which is teaching. The public has placed its faith and duty in the education profession, necessitating the highest standard of professional performance, in the belief that the quality of the education profession service has a direct impact on the nation and its citizen. The educators shall make every effort to raise professional standard, promote a climate that encourage the exercise of professional judgment, create conditions that attract people worthy to trust to careers in education, and assist in preventing unqualified people from practicing the profession. Hamizi, what are the strategies to promote ethics and prevent plagiarism?
Yes, I found the way to prevent and address the plagiarism. The first is to prevent the plagiarism. We educate students about plagiarism. Students need to understand what plagiarism is and why it is wrong. This can be done through classroom, discussion, workshop, and online resources. The second, teach students how to cite sources properly. Students need to know how to cite their sources correctly in order to avoid plagiarism. This can be done through classroom instruction, handouts, and online guides. And third is use plagiarism detection software. Nowadays, there are many software can detect the plagiarism. Plagiarism detection software can be used to scan student work for plagiarism. This can help to identify potential plagiarism before it is submitted for a grade. Fourth, create original assignment. Assignments that are original and require students to think critically are less likely to be plagiarized. Fourth is provide students with support. Students should have access to support resources if they are struggling with their assignment. This can include tutoring, writing centers, and academic advising. And you know how to address plagiarism?
How is it?
First is we have a clear policy on plagiarism. Students should know what the consequences are for plagiarism. This policy should be communicated to students at the beginning of the semester and should be included in the syllabus. Second, talk to the student about the plagiarism. If you suspect that a student has a plagiarized, talk to them about it. Give them a chance to explain themselves and to learn from their mistake. Third, assign appropriate consequences. The consequences for plagiarism should be fair and consistent. They may include failing assignment, receive a lower grade in the course, or even being suspended or expelled from school. And the last is report plagiarism to the appropriate authorities. If a student plagiarizes, it is important to report it to the appropriate authorities. This may include the student academic advisor, the department chair, or the dean of student. By following these strategies, educators can help to prevent and address plagiarism in their classroom.
Oh, do you know about the impact about plagiarism on learning?
What it is?
I found two impact about plagiarism on learning, which is number one, about the academic implication. First of all, it will affect the grades and evaluation. Plagiarism frequently result in serious academic consequences such as failing assignment, courses, or even being expelled from education institution. These repercussions impede the students' overall learning process. Number two, the loss of trust. The teachers and the professors will lose faith in students who plagiarize, making it more difficult to the students to obtain the supervision and assistance required for effective learning. Number two, the impediment to critical thinking, which is we lack of original thought when we plagiarize. Plagiarism hinders students from critically engaging with the information they copy. Instead of analyzing and synthesizing information, limiting the development of analytical and critical thinking skill. These two, I found it on according to Oxford website.
Oh, can I add some negative impact on learning when you plagiarize?
What is it?
It prevents students from developing essential academic skills. Like you said, when students plagiarize, they are not learning how to research, analyze, synthesize information. They are also not learning how to write in their own words and develop their own unique ideas. Second, it undermines student motivation. When students know that they can get away with plagiarism, they are less likely to put in the effort to learn the material and do their own work. This can lead to lower grades and less fulfilling academic experience. And third, it creates an unfair learning environment. When some students plagiarize and others do not, it creates an unfair advantage for plagiarizers. This can lead to resentment and frustrating among students who are doing their own work. And the last, it damages the reputation of academic institution. When academic institutions have a reputation for tolerating plagiarism, it undermines the value of their degrees and credentials. This can make it more difficult for graduates to find jobs and advance in their careers.
So, for the conclusion, I think promoting ethical behaviors and preventing plagiarism in education requires a joint effort from educators, institution, and the student itself.
Yes.
By fostering a culture of honesty, integrity, and originality, the educational system can fulfill its purpose of nurturing knowledgeable, skilled, and ethical individuals ready to contribute positively to the society. Plagiarism not only compromises the integrity to the educational system, but it also impedes the intellectual and personal progress of those involved. Learning is more than just memorizing facts. It is also about developing critical thinking skills, ethical values, and effective communication skills, all of which are hampered by plagiarism. Encouraging an academic integrity culture is critical for fostering authentic learning experiences, and preparing individuals for success in their future endeavors. So I think Hamizi, I think we both must prevent ourselves from doing plagiarism.
We must do work as our own.
Yeah. So I think that's all for our discussion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to continue my work.
Alright. Thank you, Hamizi.